From Make Life Your Runway, and I thought we would do a get ready with me, a chit chat, see how you guys are doing, just a little check-in. We're going to use mostly makeup from the latest weekly makeup basket that is on my channel. So I've been using these products for about 2 weeks, and so we'll just use them in this video. But I do have just 2 new things that we'll use together. The first being the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel Palette. This is currently on sale on Sephora's website for $25, and Tarte has taken it off of their website, so I'm thinking it might be discontinued. They also have one of their other face palettes on sale for $25 as well, but this is the one that I had always wanted, and I didn't want to pay the $45, but clearance out $25. Why not? So maybe I might pick up that other one before the end of the day. We'll see what happens, because they still have Sephora still has 20% off clearance and free shipping, so maybe. But we are going to use this today. And then the other thing that we are going to use is the L'Oreal Bambi Eyes mascara. So excited to use this. I've heard such good things. And then the rest of the products will be kind of like throwback products that I've used before. This is newer, the Laura Geller Cinnamon and Spice. This came in the FabFitFun winter box. I've used it once, but maybe we could dive in here a little bit as well. So if you want to do your makeup with me, we can talk no-buy, plans for the channel, plans for the year, all of that. That sounds like something you would like to spend the next 30 minutes doing, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright guys, today is New Year's Day as I film this, officially 2021. Welcome. Hello all, Happy New Year. Did place an Ulta order that should be here soon. I had an Ulta gift card. Can't let those go to waste. And they had $10 off $40, and then I had $6 Ulta monies. So I got a couple of things from there that are coming. I got the Tarte palette that I just showed you guys, and that's all I've purchased for makeup so far since we've last spoken. I'm going to put on some Aquaphor Lip Repair Immediate Relief Balm. I have some more actually in that Ulta order. I saw Jessica Braun like the bigger type. I don't even think it's like the same kind as this, but she likes to use it for her lips, so I got some of that to use as well. So that's coming in that order. I got skincare. Tarte has their mini eyeshadow palettes on sale for $13, so I got one of those. And there was something else in there, but I seem to have forgotten at this point. Alright, so we need to do primer. We're going to go in and do the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum. This is a hydrating serum, and I have been really enjoying this over the past couple weeks. It absorbs into the skin really nicely. I do like to just put some on my sponge. This is the e.l.f. sponge, and then kind of put it on that way. It does have a little, like a dropper, which I mean, I think most of us, I almost spilled it. I think most of us probably appreciate a pump a little bit more than a dropper, but you know, that's what Wet n Wild has for us. Alright, so we have that on. It honestly doesn't take very much. And then we are going to go in. This L'Oreal Lumi Glotion and Fair is still holding on. She's like, you need me. You need me. I'm not going anywhere. So, kind of a lot, but I like to start with the high points of my face and then kind of diffuse it everywhere else. Did you guys do anything for New Year's? We just stayed in. We hung out. We made nachos. We were, we video chatted with one of our best friends. They just had a baby. So, their baby is a month old. So we got to see her because obviously we haven't met her in person yet. So we video chatted for an hour or two. I'm not really sure how long. And then we watched the ball drop on TV. Yeah, it was pretty chill. It was really nice. Calm way to bring in hopefully a calmer year. We'll see. I'm just asking for a 10% better year. You know what? We don't have to go big. Just 10%. Okay, so for... You know what? Let me pull a different foundation. Flower Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel All Day Wear. Mine's in Ivory L2. Haven't used this in quite a while, so we'll use it. Beautiful pump. Ooh, looks a little dark. We'll find out. Yeah, so it was a pretty calm New Year's Eve for us, and yeah, so since you guys last saw me, so you know we did Vlogmas. Hey, we spent 3 weeks together, which, just to talk about that for a second, that was so nice. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed that you guys watched along each day and were engaged, and I just felt like it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it, and we, you know, we're only gonna do 14 days, but we extended a few more days, like another week. We didn't go into the weekend, but it was just so nice, and I feel like it was exactly what I needed, because one of my goals for the year, okay, she's a little dark for me right now, but I love how glowy my face looks right now. But one of my goals for the new year is to, well, I started working on it a couple months back, but it's to work less, to make work less of like what I do. Like, obviously you have to work, so I'm not saying like I'm just not gonna work anymore, but like kind of learning to turn off that like hustle mindset. Okay, let me concealer. So we're gonna do e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Fair Beige and Milani Conceal and Protect in 125 Light Natural. I like the e.l.f. one to brighten up my face, and then the Milani one is more of a better concealer color. So I just do a dab of the e.l.f. and then I do the Milani for the rest. You know, I've always, like, since high school, worked so much. Like, in high school, I was obviously a high school student. I worked a part-time job, and I did marching band, and then in college I worked a part-time job. I took as many classes as I could, and then I did on-campus activities, and then when I got out of college, I had a pretty calm year after that. I did a year of AmeriCorps, so I was volunteering in Maryland with Habitat for Humanity as a volunteer coordinator. And that was pretty calm. Like, I just did that because part of the terms were like you couldn't work anything else. So that was a calm year. But then right after that, I moved back to Indiana. I got another part-time job at Starbucks, and I was in grad school. So that's another like hustle. Got out of grad school, got my job as a counselor, still worked at Starbucks. Like... And so then I finally quit Starbucks, and I think I maybe had like 8 months or so where it was like a normal working type thing, and then I started getting into fitness. So I became a group fitness instructor, and over the years of doing it, it went from being just like one class a week all the way, like, flash forward 6 years, I'm training clients every night after work. I'm teaching classes every night after work. So counselor in the day, that crazy evening schedule, and I would do training and classes on the weekends as well. We're going to set that with the Catrice Light Illusion Loose Powder Yellow Matte. So then, you know, you guys know I quit education a year and a half ago at this point. And so my business, you know, when you start a business, you're just working around the clock. Guys, I cleaned my brushes. I know, slow your applause. I'm proud of myself too. Alright, we're just gonna set under the eyes. So yeah, and especially being a personal trainer, it's a client-based business. So you have to work around when clients are available to train, which are before work, during lunch, and after work. So that's been my schedule, especially March, when I went from most of my fitness career being at gyms with my business on the side. March, it flipped. So most of my fitness business profession is my business, which is probably one of the best things to come out of 2020. Is the schedule I have now is what I've always wanted, but I wasn't sure how to work up to it or how to take the leap from stable pay from a gym to, you know, my own thing. So 2020 forced that, which I'm really grateful for. But I have now gotten to a point where I'm realizing quality of life is way more important than working all the time. And I think a lot of that, we got to set the rest of the face. Too Faced, Born This Way. If you know, you know. I think a lot of the shift has helped through December as I started going to therapy and just kind of working through discovering why I function the way I function. And I think me working so much is just like a place where I have established feels comfortable, and not doing it doesn't feel comfortable. So identifying that and changing that, you know, it's a journey. So that's one of the biggest changes that I've started to make in 2020 that I hope to make continue to make through the year. But what bringing it back to Vlogmas, part of the thing is learning hobbies, doing things that aren't work, learning who I am outside of just work, basically. And Vlogmas was still good for that because YouTube really is a hobby for me. I just enjoy posting. I enjoy the engagement. I enjoy it as like a creative outlook. And so Vlogmas really allowed me like 3 weeks of just like hobbies and creating and having fun. And you know, December holidays especially tend to be slower times for people to train and work out. And I know that's the same every year regardless of 2020. So I kind of just embraced it going into it and was like, you know what, let's just learn. This is as good a time as any to, you know, not being so busy, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed it. And then after Vlogmas, took the 2 weeks off from YouTube, which I did miss you guys so much every day. Okay, maybe every day is an exaggeration, but a lot of times I was like, oh, I should film today. And it's like, girl, you don't have to. You don't have to. So, but we're back. We back. Alright, so here's what we're looking like. So we need to bring some life back in. And that's where we're going to go to this palette. Have not used it yet, so I think we'll go Princess Cut will be a good bronzer. I'm a little intimidated by this, to be honest with you. But I actually took time off from work as well. Like last week, Christmas week, I took Wednesday through Sunday off. It's glorious. I don't think I've taken that many days off from like everything, like YouTube, gym, classes, all of that. I don't think I've done that in a really long time. We've done like, you know, our cabin trips, but we would like, I'd work all day, we'd leave, be gone 3 nights, and then the next day I'd go back to work. So it's only like a couple days off. So that was nice. And then this week, Thursday and Friday, I had off. Saturday, I'm just teaching a morning class, and then I'll be off the rest of the weekend. So it's felt really nice, really relaxing. I'm finding myself enjoying doing more than just watching YouTube, which I do love YouTube, but I feel like since I was always so busy, that was like the only thing that I felt like was pretty like calming and relaxing, and all I really had time to like mentally think about. I need a better bronzer brush situation. I always just get so patchy right here, and it like doesn't matter, the bronzer. Jared's here, so if you hear walking around or just signs of other humans, that's why. That's him. We're gonna try Halo. They are a little bit powdery. Can you see that?
Your mom's powdery.
Alright, here's where we're at. We're just gonna keep moving forward. If you guys have a bronzer brush that you enjoy, let me know down below. We are gonna go in with ABH Sugar. This is a lighting palette. Is that what they call it? A glow kit. That's what they call it. We're gonna do Marshmallow. Love this one. You see, she gets. This is why I do my highlighter first before my blush, because it gets carried away sometimes. Alright, and then for blush, we're going to go in Tarte Blush Bazaar. I wish they would come out with more of these. They haven't done this. They've done blush kits for the holidays, but they haven't done like this type in a couple years. But I think what I want to do, Angelic is my favorite shade, so we'll go in with that. Okay, so we discussed Vlogmas, what I've been up to, New Year's resolution, well, intentions. Here's the big one for you guys, is the 6-month makeup no buy. And I feel like if I didn't do the 3-month at a time no buys last year, 6 months right off the bat would have been like impossible, because I know a lot of you guys were like, I don't even know how to make that happen. So I think having done the 3-month no buy was like a great baby step into the 6 months, because I feel like I can do it. I feel like it won't be too bad. We're gonna take Hourglass Dim. We're just still milking it. We're milking it. But I like to use this to just clean it up around the contour and bronzer, all that. We didn't, you know, we more bronze. 6 months no makeup. I guess it technically starts today, January 1st, and I'm already talking about buying that palette. Here are the rules with it. If something like limited edition comes out, or like something's on like super sale that I've always wanted, I think it's okay in those situations. But I just want to break up with the idea of like buying makeup is just like something I do regularly or routinely. I want it to be more of like a special moment of like, oh, that looks really cool, I really want to buy it, and less of like, I can't stop buying it, you know, like that difference. So that's kind of where we're at with it. So if you guys want to join, you are more than welcome to join. You can join for the full 6 months, or choose a time frame that works best for you. Alright, so I think the face is pretty much done. I'm not loving like the way my bronzer area looks, but I don't know. I feel like the more I fix it, the worse it looks. Like, I don't know if it's this palette or the brush I'm using. My face. I'm just gonna move forward and hope that in the end it all comes together. So we are gonna tap into the Laura Geller Cinnamon Spice palette. This is super neutral. You're not gonna get a lot of crazy looks with it. So I got this little brush from Sephora, and we're just gonna go in, I think it's Cinnamon Dulce. Okay. There is a lot of powder in the palette, as you can see. I'm gonna tap out those lines. Yeah, it's pretty subtle. Obviously very natural, not very pigmented. Alright, we're just going to touch into another palette. Too Faced Gingerbread. Woo! Extra spicy. And I think we will, I definitely want to use Butterscotch right here. Laura Lee just posted a video getting rid of her makeup. hour long, and it was like there's gonna be a lot more parts to it. So crazy watching an influencer, you know, known for makeup, and watching someone like kind of grow within the makeup industry, or at least as an influencer, and now to be like kind of spilling the tea a little bit on some of her current thoughts on brands, and seeing her get rid of so much and just basically not really be into makeup anymore. She said that her channel makeup videos don't do as well anymore, and I think that's kind of crazy, like that, you know, we just all evolve, you know, but like, oh wow, end of an era right there. But I think maybe makeup in general, I don't know, maybe not as watched as it used to be. I think I want to mix in a pinch. It's kind of like a peach color. I don't really have a plan here. We're not going anywhere today, so, well, maybe we might like pop into a store or something, but other than that, this is just gonna be worn on the internet and here in the house. So okay, so then let's pop over back into Laura Geller. You know what would be nice? Maybe like this pumpkin spice color. Just use my finger. Oh yeah, that was a good choice. Ooh. I used to be kind of nervous to not buy makeup because I do the weekly makeup basket, but I think it probably does make it more interesting if there's always new makeup in it, but I think the whole point of the series is to use what you have. So it ends up working out okay that you guys still watch, even though I'm not constantly buying makeup anymore. And I do like still just buying makeup here and there just to spice it up just a little bit, but to keep the habits under control. I think we'll take, maybe mix vanilla wafer and lick the spoon for the inner corner. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, and then I'm going to take vanilla wafer and just blend everything out. Just so it's not such like a harsh line of where the eyeshadow starts. What to do about the bronzer? Take the Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. Not gonna call it a fail product, but the first impression was not great. But that's okay. It's okay. Alright, so Bambi eyes. Let's try her out. Alright, so here she is on the outside. So excited. And then here is the wand. Love this. Okay. It's a little wet of a formula, but it did just open. See the difference? Alright, this is where we're at. I went ahead and did brows, the Too Faced Chocolate Brownie and Taupe with the Benefit Gimme Brow in number 3. So we did that for brows. We finished up with the Bambi, and it's on the top and just a little bit on the bottom lash. We used the Urban Decay All-Nighter spray, and I blended out a little bit of the bronzer. So I think once we put lips on, we will be pretty good. So we're going to go in with Becca Ultimate Lipstick. This one is in Rosewood. It's from a holiday set from last year, but it is a permanent color in the line. I love this formula. It's moisturizing, nourishing, easy to apply. Okay, here is the final look. What do we think? What do we think? I think it turned out nice. I think this palette is definitely not like, you might have to like learn to use it a little bit, a little learning curve, but it could just be the brush I use. So let me know, guys, which bronzer brush do you love and recommend? I always try different things. Like, I usually go back to more like pinched in narrow ones, but I've used like fluffier ones, I've used like stippling ones, I've used like kind of more precise, this is blush, but one similar to that. I've used thicker ones. I feel like I'm just never like 100% happy with my bronzer. I have to really just rely on the formula, but I don't know if that's like me and maybe there's like a magical thing I'm not doing, or if that's just how bronzers roll. I like it. I like how simple the eyes are. You know, it was just a few colors. You could have used, you know, just the Too Faced palette to get it, but I wanted to show you guys how kind of just neutral, easygoing the Laura Geller is. This is probably really targeted towards like quick makeup looks, or just like simple makeup looks. I really like the Bambi Eyes mascara upon first application. It volumized my lashes. It wasn't messy, like it didn't go everywhere, it didn't clump. I just think it's really nice, like a really good first impression of this. So we'll see as time goes on. I think my makeup ended up looking pretty good, even though the bronzer made it a little touch and go there for a bit. But yeah, okay guys, that's Abby. That's what I've been up to. It's where I'm at. We got our 6-month no-buy. Hopefully you guys will join in on that. We are going to post a lot of stuff this month. We have the 2020 Makeup Empties. We have 2020 Project Pan Finale, 20 and 21 Project Pan Introduction. So there's going to be a lot of videos like that coming up. I know a lot of people have already put them up, but they put them up like, you know, over the last week or two, and I was chilling, so my bad. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you love the look. I appreciated the video. Did your makeup with us. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.